Hi everybody, today I'm going to share how I made this, which is based on the Brusho toadstool wreath card I made for her Chanda a couple of weeks ago that I was particularly pleased with. But today I've used Small Bandit. He's out of the new Fox set 1, and he's just gorgeous. I mean, he could be looking at fairies today, he's looking at snowflakes, he's a curious little fox. So, to start, I cut myself a piece of card with a circle in the centre. I'm using grey Brusho, but you can use whatever you like. And I'm just going to sprinkle it gently around the edge of the circle. As you know, Brusho's a bit unpredictable. Sometimes big bits come out, sometimes they don't. And then spritz it. I tend to dry at the same time. I like the speckledy effect that Brusho gives, and this kind of dries it off quickly without too many of those streams. Pop a bit more down here. And you can see why I cut my mask to fit the card, because otherwise you get Brusho absolutely everywhere, or I do anyway. Oops, bit of a hiccup there when my phone stopped. I think it might have been on auto lock. So I've done my Brusho through the stencil. I'm going to take that off there. And I'll have a circle there in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the circle I cut out from that card, just place it over there and sprinkle the Brusho round again, which will kind of create the other side of the circle. There we go. And again, the spritz. Gonna dry. And then I just spritz it again without that on, just to merge those two circles together. The lovely thing about Brusho is that any time you do one of these, they're going to be completely different. I love how that orange and the grey looks a bit like berries. So pretty. There we go. So that should be dry enough to stamp on. I'm just going to find a little bit of card, which I did have out, but of course now I can't find. Little bit of paper, sorry. I'm just going to make a bit of ground for Bandit to stand on. And I'm using a bit of Distress Oxide Hickory Smoke, just to sponge under there. To ground him down on the card. Oh, a bit further over than I intended. Okay. And then we'll add him on. So I'm going to use Versafine, black Versafine Clair. And stamp him just about there. There we go. Feeling suspiciously wobbly under that piece of paper, but hopefully it'll come out. And then the snowflakes, I've used the tiny one from the set of 3 with VersaFine Warm Breeze. And I'm just going to tap that one snowflake, tap it off because I want a second generation, and I'm going to pop it just above his nose as if he's sniffing that to see what's going on. Pop a few more. A couple down here. And maybe one up here. There we go. And there's a new stamp in this collection as well called Snow Falling, which arrived just in time for me to do this demo today. I'm going to just pop it on the hickory smoke and just do some edges. Actually, I think when I did the first one I used the VersaFine, but it doesn't really matter, just any grey I'm using. Stamp. Okay. And then I'm going to use berry wreath to make that wreath around the circles. I'm just going to follow the lines made by that masking and stenciling earlier. Round. And yes, that is an old VersaFine that's still lasting and lasting, but it's just the same as using the VersaFine clay, which I do have 2 or 3 about. That's just the one that was nearest. I just love these berries. It just makes it so easy to do a wreath. Let's come around a bit further up here. I apologise for the wobbly film. The iPhone holder gives a bit of a wobble every time I stamp. And that's the other bit of berry. Pop that around. Like that. I think I had another one of the big one round the bottom here. This smaller one has smaller berries on too, which is a nice contrast. There we go. Then I'm going to use the last little bit of the Red Leaves quote, the Hello Winter bit. And you can either ink that up on the edge of an ink pad, or I've got a Tombow pen that I just colour in the bits I want. Something stuck there. There we go. Put that at the top amongst the snowflakes. And then all it needs is some gold to finish off those berries. So this is a Prima set, but any gold watercolour paint or whatever you'd like to use really. Spray some water in there, and get dabbing. I just painted in the berries. Now I'm not going to paint them all in because you'll be here forever, but while I've got watery paint like that, I'll just show you. I just do a bit of a flick, tap 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 on there as well to get some splashes of gold. If you want to, you can pop the circle over just so I don't get any splashes on Bandit. I was to call him Rufus then. And there we go. You carry on colouring that one in, that is what you'll get. Love to see it. If you have a go, let me know. Hope you enjoyed it.